All right, we are live. Welcome back to ToME, Tales of Middle Earth. Never leave Bree. Had some technical difficulties earlier, but they seem to be working now. So let's continue looking for that potion of experience. And already the disappointment. Well, I guess that's not fair. I checked one time. I mean, come on. I'm not sure what else I need at this point. Let me just make sure that my inventory is sorted. Yeah. Other than a vampiric weapon, I'm not sure what exactly I'm looking for yet. I mean, if I see something I like, I'll probably go for it. I figure I was having problems with making things indestructible. I think that's not a recipe. It's probably tied to my alchemy skill, which might explain why it wasn't letting me make something indestructible. I can always buy something indestructible, extract that, and then just read a scroll at it to get the recipe for the base item. So that still works. I guess I'm used to the exploit method where you throw potions of detonations at monsters in that water area south of Bree and just gain 20 levels right away. That unlocks quite a few recipes just doing that. Yeah, we'll get some money. Oh yeah, I also started hoarding essences of extra life when I see them in the black market. There is another item in a different store that will give extra life essences. It actually shows up a lot more often, but it is ridiculously expensive and only gives one essence, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're wondering what I need all this money for, it's going to be those. Come on, I'm going to kill you. Thank you. Nothing I want. Alright, cat. There. Nothing there. Let's see. I don't remember if I have resistance. Well, I have artifact armor right now, so resistance doesn't really matter. And I don't remember if you can double ego armor. Oh, a Randart ring. That might be good. Increases constitution. Electricity, cold, and confusion. That's not bad. Only increases con, though. What is my current dex and intelligence? Alright, let me take off... Here. I know I get 4 blows around. Let me take off the dex ring. Whoops. I still get 4 blows around. So... yeah, let's buy this artifact ring. Because now... I have confusion resistance, which is very important. And sustaining constitution is also good. Sustaining wisdom is good. Don't remember if I had the recipe for Ring of Dex. I do. Okay. But random artifact rings are probably the most likely to be useful because they raise stats, they can possibly raise speed and attack speed, which are both super important. Random artifact armors. The one I have has an immunity, which is really the best you can hope for. Oh, and +4. What do I... That's the wrong screen. What do I need? 35, 35. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Yeah, because by the time I need that, I'm gonna be swimming and stuff, so I'm not gonna worry about buying a second intelligence ring. Just so that 40 levels from now, I can buy artifact creation. So yeah, for as far as resistance goes, whoops. I don't think you can put two brands on armor, at least not resistance plus the one I'm after, which is going to be immunity. I believe I am hoarding destruction scrolls. Let me grab that. And I'm going to read this enchant armor and my gloves again, because why not? And so let's drop B at home. And read that at the gloves. And they're now +5. That is not great. I gotta stop doing that. That's not worth it. Hello VDate in the chat. I'm very happy that the stream is working this time. So yeah, oh, Amulet of Wisdom. What is my current amulet? Brilliance. That's int and wisdom, right? Yeah, so... Actually... Do I need the recipe for that? I do. Because I'm going to need to know how to make those for artifacts. So let's try extracting. Nope. Nothing. Get back here. There we go. You're dead now. But I'm eventually going to want Power Dragon Scale Mail of Immunity. Hello, Mateo360 in the chat. I know you're in the Discord, so if you want to jump in the Discord, you're welcome. Power Dragon Scale Mail is the best armor, heavy armor, I guess, in the game. And the Immunity brand, so I get Power Dragon Scale Mail of Immunity. It will have a bunch of resistances and will also have a random immunity. That would be nice to get. That's nothing. There are a couple of artifact armors that are fixed artifacts that I may end up using just because they're guaranteed to have fire immunity, and I'm going to need that. Restore life levels, I don't think is important, but what is my current shield? I have no shield. So we are getting reflection. Reflection is very important for the mid and late game because it reflects bolts and arrows. But when it says reflects bolts, that includes magic bolt attacks like magic missile, mana thrust, things like that. And there are some really dangerous enemies that start appearing in the mid levels of the dungeons that can just spam the hell out of you with those. And Mana
That would
bolts.
require you to leave town, though.
Well, once I hit 50, I'm gonna leave town. I'm planning to do the whole game. Hello, Mateo 360.
Hello.
But mana thrusts, there's no way to resist or lower that damage, so being able to reflect it instead is a huge benefit. So you always want to get a shield of reflection sooner or later. Do I have strength for rings? I can't. I wish I could check my recipes in the store. I don't, so let's get that. Another tiny step forward in the things that I need. There, now I know how to make rings of strength. The reflection is guaranteed, yes. If you have a shield of reflection, you will automatically always reflect bolts and arrows. So at the low levels, when you have the orc archers and kobold archers, it will reflect their really minor attacks. When you get to the super higher levels, nothing really uses bolt or arrow attacks anymore, at least nothing dangerous. So it doesn't matter as much.
They just hit you over the head with a club.
Yeah. Well, what they hit you over the head with are like ball spells and massive damage that's not targeted, breath attacks, all kinds of things that are not a bolt or an arrow. But yeah, there's a certain monster called I believe it's called the Dark Elven Warlock, and they just spam the hell out of mana bolt attacks. Do any monsters have the reflection property? I do not think so. Mana Thrust is a useful spell all the way down, assuming that you are scaling up your spellcasting ability appropriately. So, Mateo, are you going to help me find a potion of experience here?
Sure. Wooga 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 wooga.
I don't think that is what will please the random number goddess into giving me a potion of experience. Like maybe if you burned a d6 on an altar or something.
Are there any red wires?
On the d6, I should hope not. Didn't mark up your table.
Cut the second one.
Oh my goodness, V-Date remembers when I was talking about alchemy in the Angband LP thread.
Supposedly there's people working on a way to make it so I could use my PlayStation VR for Steam stuff. I should try keep talking and nobody explodes with that if I could get it to work.
I'm not sure that it would add anything. Yes, Tome 4, which is now Tales of Magial, or whatever it's called, I believe is the same creator as this classic tome. It's obviously a completely different game, and it's nothing really like this.
Because copyright.
Yeah, basically because he wanted to sell it, which is fine. And he can't sell it if it's using all these assets and references.
Well, you say assets.
Yeah, because these are open source. You legally are not allowed to sell this. It's why Dwarf Fortress is free.
This is ASCII.
No, but I mean the engine is there's source code. Whoops.
Oh.
It is all based on code from the classic Angband game, which was based on the classic Rogue game. Best death ever where an elder alchemist got blowed up because a friendly ant poked a dragon. Did that happen in the thread, or are you talking about Tome 4? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure in the thread I got the speedrun achievement where turn 1 I put on the leather gloves, turn 2 I tried to make a potion of detonations and died. Which I'm rather glad did not happen here. Actually, if that happened, I wouldn't mind, but dying in the Thieves quest, the home quest, would not have been fun either. Now, I'd have to go back and look at that, because I don't remember that. But then, I had a lot of fucking failures in that thread. Like, enough that I gave up. There's a potion of healing. All there's 5 potions there, and none of them... Oh, now I can make potions of healing. I got the recipe. That's probably not helpful at all. Because it will not save me any slots at home. And I'm eventually going to want the recipe for greater healing, which just heals more. Because, spoiler alert, Sauron, in the endgame, has a spell that can do 600 damage to you in one shot, and you don't want to take several turns having to heal it, because he may follow it up with another spell that does 600 damage in one shot, and then you're dead.
Go figure.
I should not rest here, since those 2 assholes are just going to pester me if I do. There we go. I should probably mention, this is Farmer Maggot. He's neutral. I can't do anything to him. I can't kill him. He's completely invincible. And he has a quest, and he's going to pester me every time. If you see any message spam on the top of the screen as I'm walking around, it's him pestering me for a quest. Or it's Melinda Proudfoot, who is another invincible NPC who has a quest and will yell at me that they want me to do their quest. I'm never going to do either one.
Please, the town has been burning down for a year.
No, Farmer Maggot wants me to collect mushrooms from, like, 2 screens away, and that would require leaving town. And it also require fighting his dogs, even though he's like, please don't hurt my dogs. They aggro on you, and they, like, automatically will hunt you down and try to kill you.
Oh, don't worry. Fluffy is harmless. He's just playing when he's tearing out your internal organs.
And Melinda Proudfoot wants you to go into one of the worst dungeons in the entire game. Of course. After her son, who is lost down there, and she wants you to help him out, which means going to the bottom level of this worst dungeon in the game and giving him a scroll of Word of Recall so that he can recall out back to town.
Ma'am, I don't know how to tell you this, but your son is fucked.
Yeah, he will wait there forever for the entire game, and I don't even know what the reward is, because I've never done it, and I've never known anybody else to do it. Because it is absolutely not worth going into this dungeon. Like, ever. Like, there is a boss at the bottom with a guaranteed artifact drop, and it's absolutely not worth it. Oh no, V8 found it. Or maybe not. They immediately backpedaled on that statement. I am seeing so many stat potions. I don't get it.
Who needs stat? Stat!
Well, all my stats are maxed. That's why, like, strength, int, whiz, they all have that exclamation mark next to them. because they cannot be any higher than they are now, except through equipment bonuses. Found it but can't post the link. Is it because it's... maybe it's a chat feature that it doesn't like links. Let me see if that's a setting I can change. Nope. I have no settings for chat, I guess. I will have to investigate that at some other point in time.
That might be a YouTube thing.
Yeah. It's tinyurl.com/myhubris. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Now it's recorded, and other people who watch the video later can go there and see my shame. Yeah,
Manage live chat.
I'm not gonna do that just now. Oh, there's Indestructible Amulet of Wisdom. Let's grab that. I'm pretty sure I already know Ring. I saw Scythe of Life and I got super excited until I remembered that I already have that. I already know how to make a Weapon of Life.
There's a way you can embed the chat into your live thing. But that's not quite it.
Yeah, that's not gonna let him post a screenshot. Or a link, rather, I should say.
Yeah.
Do I know how to make Amulets of Charisma? Amulets. I do. Okay, so I've got all the amulets I need.
Oops, remove any web address and try again.
What did I do that got me Essences of Mana? I really want to be able to craft Enlightenment Potions. Because I have so many Essences of Knowledge. And I want to turn them into money and useful items. There is an artist rendition, oh my goodness. Only one thing to do. I don't know, post it in the comment of the video when the video, or when the stream is archived.
I was going to say post it on your channel. Like, or is it, oh wait, no, that's the YouTube gaming thing. How do I go to your actual YouTube channel from here?
I don't know. tinyurl.com/vis... I almost said it again.
Visual hubris.
Oh, screw you, Mateo. Also, hello, Dotzsh. I don't know how to pronounce that in the chat. Dotzsh. How would you pronounce that, Mateo?
Dutch.
Okay, that sounded better than mine. One of these days, I will get a potion of experience again.
I just noticed the, oh, yeah. Like, if I go to your YouTube gaming channel page, it still has the video slightly bigger as kind of the banner.
Like, this video is the banner for the page, or what do you mean?
Yeah, it's playing since you're live right now.
Oh.
although it's a bit more behind than actually watching it on the page.
Yeah, well, I'm not going for minimal delay with this setup,
Yeah.
obviously.
I'd use Beam more if I could use Tachyon to record.
Well, with this, because I can't use Fraps to record this, obviously, so I just
Yeah.
want it to be, archived in the channel, added to the playlist on YouTube.
Yep.
When it's done. So I just do it here, it's fine.
Well, I record because I don't trust my connection to always stay stable, as you saw during TNG.
All these filthy
Like,
urchins.
I went back to Hitbox and looked at the VODs of that stream, and it was broken into like 10 different streams or something because of the dropped frames at points.
Nice. I forgot that I need more essences of poison. That's why I've been skipping all this ammo. Okay, let's go back and do that then. Oh, there's only one piece here. Oh no, it came out cursed. I hate that.
Okay, it needs to let me have theater mode and have the chat under that.
Why? So it can look like Twitch?
No, so that way I can watch the video slightly bigger and still see the chat. It closes the chat if I turn it into theater mode.
Just pop out the chat and put it in your second monitor.
I don't have a second monitor.
What kind of gamer do you think you are if you don't have a second monitor?
Well, let me rephrase that. I have a second monitor, but it's connected to my game systems. Or the HDMI input.
That's why you need an HDMI switcher box.
Yeah, I do, actually, because I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that require, well, no, 4.5, because the VR thing requires it to be attached to the PS4 as well.
Yeah, so why did you spring for VR when you haven't even sprung for a $20 switcher box?
Because it's been harder to find the bundle that actually comes with the Move controllers and the camera with this headset.
There we go, finally a regular scroll up remove curse.
They actually had it in stock this week. I got one of the 2 units they had.
Yeah, is the VR better with the PS4 Pro, or is it not matter in the slightest?
I don't think it matters. I have like a original model PS4 and it's working fine. The only problem is my setup is too close to where I have to have the camera set up, so I'm constantly going out of play area. Like if I bend forward just a little too much. I'm also finding I tend to get a little motion sick if the game I'm playing requires me to look around with my head, but also like have forward movement in the game.
Yeah, that's a risk you take.
I did fine with Psychonauts Rhombus of Ruin because that's mostly just look around.
Oh, come on. Yeah, my big concern is that I wear glasses, and I have no idea if the headsets work if you wear glasses.
They should. It mentions being able to move the visor out to accommodate for that.
.zsh says it's supposedly better, but mostly in how it renders the extent of the VR view.
I've had no problems with the view in with the regular one.
Vampiric longsword. Okay, this is what we want. It's not as good as Potion of Experience, but come on, please, please, please. God damn it. I got nothing. I did not get the recipe. That is horribly disappointing. I could have made my ultimate weapon. You scoff, but it would seriously carry me through the entirety of the game. Like, I would never need another weapon.
Well, you still have 44 levels to get it.
Yeah, but it took this long. How many episodes is this? How many hours have I been doing this? Just to find the first one.
I don't know, the last... Oh wait, that was the dud stream, so this is episode 8.5?
Yeah, this is technically going to be episode 8. I titled the other one episode question marks. Because it was like 20 minutes and technical difficulties and... yeah. I stopped giving proper commentary halfway through because I was asking people in the Discord for technical support. Seriously, why are you not letting me... There we go. These stupid townspeople walking around making me lose my my rest state. That's the wrong thing. Increases strength, intelligence, wisdom, dex, and constitution. That is literally everything but charisma. By 2. What is the one that I have in my house? Increases by 3, but not wisdom. So let's replace that with this one. Because I can just wear equipment to get my stats where they need to be, buy artifact creation when the time comes, and then just take the equipment off, and I'll not lose the skill. Is there anything else? Nope. Again, a bunch of potions, none of them what I want. Someday, I will be level 7. Staff of Healing, that is a good thing. See how many essences that got me. 5. That's not bad. So I'm at 21 essences of extra life. It takes 30 to make a potion of experience, but it also takes the recipe. It's not a bad start. Oh my goodness. My stream is ruined. Cancel LP. There's the height of rudeness there, Mateo. Imagine if that happened while you were trying to help me defuse a bomb.
Try cutting the da 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 da.
Yeah, I don't know if you're aware. We're talking about Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes right now, by the way. But in the bomb defusal room, I've mentioned the lights go out from time to time. There is also a clock. And
yeah, the alarm.
The alarm will go off periodically. And then at that point I can't hear anything you're saying. So they're just piling on the distractions. So I don't need your cell phone added to that. Potion of Healing, that's a step forward. What is Lordliness? Wisdom and Charisma. That increases but it's only by 1. So I will need something better than that. And I did not get any essences from that potion. What a great, great use of my time and money. Oops. What is going on? There we go. It was not recognizing my inputs there for a moment. Any day now, I could use something. I mean, that's kind of the problem with where I'm at. I've gotten almost all the little things that I want. I've maxed out my stats. There's really no progress I can make other than getting a potion of experience. So, the long gaps between them are going to be horrible. Nothing there I want. Oops. The... Really? Not even any magical items in that one. And again. Ring of extra attacks. Let's see if I can get... Actually,
Oh boy.
let me see if I have that recipe already or not. I don't. Let's see if I can get that recipe. I did. I can now make rings of extra attacks. Can't make the weapon to use those extra attacks with. Oh, my home's full. Let's pull out another stack of knowledge essences to make room for teleport.
Oh boy, I just got called into work early.
Oh no. But bombs.
Yeah.
We're gonna be defusing them without you, I guess.
Yep. It's okay, you have Rally to do all the complicated stuff.
Well, Riley made spreadsheets for the complicated stuff, so... yeah.
Again, though, this manual is not very well... does not give the information very well.
I'm sure it is intentionally vague and confusing.
Yeah. Oh, I have to go now.
Alright, well thanks for joining me.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to figure out what to do for the next 15 minutes talking to myself once again.
Oh no!
Oh no. It's almost like what I do every day. Well, have fun at work. Fine, don't say goodbye, just leave. Alright. I would have been really impressed if as soon as Mateo left, a potion of experience showed up. What? Oh, I still have that ring of nothing. Could talk to a rubber duck, they're notoriously good at conversation. I suppose? That would require me to go out and buy a rubber duck, though, since I don't have one. Also, I'd have to name it, and I'm terrible at naming things. What is my current ring of intelligence? It is exactly the same as that. Oh, potion of healing. Got me an essence, at least. $22 out of 30 out of the roughly 100 potions I'll need, plus recipe. Unfortunate, both the lack of a rubber duck and my bad programming humor. I am not about to malign anyone else's sense of humor, given the position that I'm in. Scroll of Rumor. What is in a Scroll of Rumor? I will open up my handy dandy little spoiler program and hopefully it will tell me. How about if I search for just Scroll of Rumor? That is a lightning essence. I don't need that. I knew it was something weird, but lightning I'm beyond the need for. Nothing. Warmth, I don't think I need. I've already got, what is shadows? Yeah, I've already got light and darkness resistance. That is probably the best light I'm going to have until I find the artifact I want. There's more speed. And that's it. I'm trying to hoard essences of time because they're the hardest ones to find in town. Stop trying to sell me this brass lantern of warmth. I don't want it. Now, I should point out, there is something cheesy you can do, especially when there's a small inventory like this, where if you buy everything in the store, it will refresh its inventory. I'm kind of tempted to just show it off, but yeah, I'll just show it off. Let me just buy everything. And bam, whole new inventory. So, yeah. Early on, you can use steel, if you have the dexterity for it, to force an inventory refresh without spending any time. It's cheesy. A lot of people consider it cheating. I try not to do it. I'm just gonna get rid of all this crap that I just bought. So yeah, Cure Paranoia had time for some reason. Alright, arrow trap set, I can't do anything with. Nobody will buy that, except the black market, and they'll pay me shit for it. Yeah, let me just dump off essences now. And essences of life are so easy to get, they're absolutely not worth holding on to. But the that store exploit of forcing a refresh is much useful later on in the game, because there are some dungeons that have a chance to spawn markets on dungeon levels. And dungeon markets are much more specialized, and they sell really high-end stuff. Like, you can find an armor an armor store in a dungeon that only sells dragon scale mail. And it will sell some magical ones once in a while, the same as a regular store, so you can get dragon scale mail of immunity. And you basically just scum those stores for, a power dragon scale mail of immunity. There are ones that only sell boots of speed, so you can scum for the best possible boots of speed. It's crazy what comes up in those stores. And being able to force a refresh on them without having to leave the dungeon and then climb back through the dungeon to revisit it is pretty darn exploitative. I really wish I could find something more useful. I'm not getting anything. I mean, all I've got this whole session is just a couple really minor recipes. Get back here. There you go. And I had a shot at vampiric recipe, but didn't get it, so I didn't really get anything. Yeah, I'm not sure what, not sure what good came out of this. Oh, that was just one. Yeah, I was right to skip over it. Oh, you stupid townspeople. I don't know why you exist. I'm the only one supporting this economy here. Potion of Greater Enlightenment. What is that going to have? Oh, just more essences of knowledge. And it's really not actually any more useful than a standard Potion of Enlightenment, so it's not worth the making. If I had the skill to craft it, it would be decent money. You know, it's more effective money than regular Enlightenment for all these essences of knowledge I've got. But it's not worth trying for, really. Which is good, because I already passed it by as I was talking. Potion of Greater Healing. Let's go for that. Didn't get the recipe, but they do have 4 essences of extra life in them. So I got all 4. And that is going to be my healing item of choice later on, like in the end game. What am I doing? Oh no! That's what happens when you rest in line of sight of one of these asshole quest givers. So they just message spam the hell out of you. Alright, we're coming up on time. I'm going to do one more cycle. Nope. Self-knowledge instead. Alright, well, this has been the belated episode 8. Want to thank everybody for joining me in the chat. Mateo for joining me in the Discord. Things seem to be working now, so hopefully next week we'll be back on schedule for Saturday. And I will see you all next time.